What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Monthly Measures here on Great Measures. My name is Richard. Got a lot more exciting stuff to show you today. Let's just get right into it. We've got Outlaw with an album called Opus Mortis. This is black metal from Brazil. It was released on October the 31st via AOP Records. Outlaw reshaped black metal's language without erasing its accent. Opus Mortis leans on familiar tremolo and blast patterns, yet bends them towards clarity and groove. The riffs breathe, space replaces murkiness. Guitars shimmer through unusual voicings. Drums trade speed for momentum, and melodies surface brightly. The production is tactile. This is ferocity through focus, contrast instead of clutter, and emotion through structure. Outlaw trim the ornamental noise and find pulse underneath. Every section arrives like a controlled detonation. Opus Mortis proves black metal can evolve by subtraction. Less fog, more flame, each part distinct, yet feeding the same blaze. That is Opus Mortis by Outlaw. We've got Stillbirth with an album called Survival Protocol. This is brutal death metal from Germany. It was released on October 31st via Reigning Phoenix Music. Everything on this album lands with exact timing, riffs that pummel yet stay readable, percussion engineered for shock and balance. The mix crushes but breathes, thick low-end pressure meets crisp cymbals. Vocal phrasing stays percussive, serving groove over theatrics. The pacing is the key. Flashes of hyperspeed ignite, then collapse into hammering mid-tempo. Nothing drags, nothing crowds. This is brutal death metal redesigned for modern attention spans. Concise, dynamic, and unapologetically tight. The record feels physical, built for motion rather than spectacle. Stillbirth refined carnage into choreography and sound absolutely at home inside the precision they've built. That is Survival Protocol by Stillbirth. We've got Thaumaturgy with Pestilential Hymns. This is blackened death metal from Kansas. This one was released on October the 20th via Memento Mori. Pestilential Hymns turn dissonance into order. Thaumaturgy treat commotion like composition. Rhythmic cells repeat, mutate, and realign until structure emerges. The twin vocal attack, one scraping high, one subterranean, functions less as drama than composition, supporting guitars that bend intervals into new geometry. Drums speak in short, deliberate phrases. Tempo shifts arrive like sentence breaks. The mix favors mid-range grit, sharpening contour over gloss. It's ugly by design, beauty through proportion. Every track resolves like a guiding principle shaped in conflict. Pestilential Hymns is precision disguised as menace. Proof that extremity becomes art when intention outweighs impulse. That is Thaumaturgy with Pestilential Hymns. We've got Denying God with an album called Falling of the Pale Mist. This is symphonic blackened deathcore from Slovakia. This one was released on October the 10th. Denying God come out swinging with Falling of the Pale Mist, a debut that feels shockingly prepared. The symphonic layers accent rather than overload, letting guitars drive the conversation. Breakdowns appear on cue, but never by cliche. They feel earned, not inserted. Vocals switch gears seamlessly, guiding energy like a conductor. Production hits that sweet modern balance, massive low end, wide stereo guitars, clear percussion. The sequencing matters too. Momentum climbs, dips, then detonates again. It's dramatic without drifting into parody, aggressive without being coded in excess. Falling of the Pale Mist shows planning behind every impact, a first record that seems crafted by veterans. That is Falling of the Pale Mist by Denying God. We've got Suffering Hour with an EP called Impelling Rebirth. This is blackened death metal from the US. It was released on October the 3rd via Profound Lore Records. 15 minutes, infinite detail. Impelling Rebirth compresses Suffering Hour's winding aggression into steel coherence. Guitars dart through fractured scales yet land precisely. Drums counter with laser-like phrasing. The vocals act as rhythm markers, keeping clarity amid velocity. Production is immaculate, tight, mid-focused, natural enough to retain heat. What could have come unraveled instead snaps together like machinery. Each movement feels deliberate. Each return is purposeful. In half the time of an LP, Suffering Hour reassert every strength, control, tension, and release. Impelling Rebirth isn't a teaser, it's proof of mastery inside constraint, a short record that behaves like a full statement. That is Suffering Hour with an EP called Impelling Rebirth. We've got Umu Lamare with an EP called Learning the Secrets of Acid. This is death metal from the US. It was released on October the 1st via Ordovician Records. Learning the Secrets of Acid plays like metal rewritten as experiment. Tempo fragments, harmony melts, order reforms. Guitars scrape in dissonant dialogue, drums answer in offset accents, and the vocals hover above the mix. The production leaves negative space intact. Distortion breathes instead of suffocates. Across its brief runtime, patterns recur in disguise, teaching you to hear structure through abstraction. Each listen redraws boundaries between noise and intent. Learning the Secrets of Acid responds with coherence born from collapse, a strange, lucid clarity that appears only after disintegration. That is Umu Lamare with an EP called Learning the Secrets of Acid. We've got an EP called Folterplanet by Teufelnacht. This is blackened punk from Germany. This one was released on October 18th via Crawling Chaos. Teufelnacht crash punk immediacy into black metal atmosphere and find a heartbeat between. 7 songs sprint, stumble, shout, and then synthesize again. Production stays raw but strategic. Guitars coarse enough to bite. Drums display urgency. There's purpose inside the pandemonium. Cadences repeat like catchphrases. Rhythms stomp until meaning forms. Each track feels protest-born, anger refracted through craft. Amid distortion, melody occasionally surfaces, proof of conscience behind the noise. What lingers isn't volume, but vitality, the will to shout until the air clears. Folterplanet turns fury into communication, noise into human declaration. That is Folterplanet by Teufelnacht. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was part 6 of October's monthly measures. Check out the description. I'll have links to all of these releases. Go support them, check them out. Maybe you'll find something you like. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everybody.